Now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, friends, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center, and it is Friday the 13th. It's a spooky day. I'm dressed in kind of black. I don't know. It's not quite Halloween yet, but the weather's kind of feeling like it. Little overcast, little darkness in the sky. So a great Friday the 13th. Nice and cool out there this morning. So beautiful day. Excited to be here with you. Thank you all for being here. Running the show a little bit differently today because Jordan, my normal sidekick, is off today. He's preparing for one of the first marching festivals of the season tomorrow. So he'll be doing that all day tomorrow. So took the day off today to get prepared for that. So I have my other trusty sidekick, Max, here with me today. We'll greet him in just a minute, but just wanted to say thank you all for being here. Welcome to the show. For those of you new to this show and don't know who we are or what we're doing, this is Wake Up with Greg every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel. And we're here to share the internet's coolest instruments with you today and every day. And these are instruments available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006 or checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. I've got a mixed bag of trumpets today, some fun stuff to share with you for sure, so stay tuned for that. In addition to the cool instruments, we like to just talk about music, films, who knows what I'm in the mood to talk about each day. We talk about food, travel, art, literature, whatever, you know, it just whatever comes to mind. So stay tuned for that. It's all a lot of fun. So we're going to get this party started, but a few reminders for you. Go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, the share. Share this with all your friends, families, relatives, you know, co-workers, colleagues, all that good stuff. And hit the bell icon so you get notified of all the cool things we've got coming up. And then, of course, we have the live stream chat going on right now. This is the best way for us to have fun with this show, to interact with each other. You can leave your comments, ask your questions. I can answer them to the best of my abilities and give you a shout out. Also, in the comments, let me know where you're watching from in the world. We're here in Springfield, Missouri. Would love to know where you are. I've got a lot of regular viewers these days, and I kind of know where you guys are. But for you new viewers, when you pop in, just let me know where you are. I'd love to know. One thing I ask, please keep it clean and appropriate and polite on the chat. We don't want any, this is a family show, so no inappropriate stuff or politics or religion or any of that stuff. So let's keep it clean and fun and nice and have a great time. So that's all the news that's fit to print. Friday the 13th, let's get this party started with these trumpets. Before we do that, of course, let's say a fine good morning to today's sidekick, Max. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Greg. It's rather nerve-wracking trying to fill Jordan's massive shoes because I don't know if people know he's like about 7 foot tall.
He is. Yeah, he's a 7'4", I think. He's right there somewhere near Shaq's height. You know,
yeah, the voice doesn't do him justice.
He's a monster among men. But Max, I always can count on you. You always step up whenever I need you. I just really appreciate it. Plus, you know, you've got a much more manly appearance to you, you know, with the beard and the, you know, the rugged.
Whatever you're talking about, Jordan is 7'4" and a beast of a man.
Oh, it's going to be a good day today. Yeah. All right, love it. All right, so we're going to dive in here to the good stuff. Let's say a good morning to a few folks, Mom and John and Palin Music and Eric Mattice, all the good friends there. So great to see you. We're going to talk about some trumpets, but before we do that, we'll talk about my shirt and my watch, because that's what we do. You've seen this shirt probably a number of times by now, but it's one of my newer favorite shirts. This is a Tommy Bahama. I keep looking over at the screen because I can't see myself in front of me, but I can see myself over here. So I want to make sure that you can see the shirt. So there's the shirt. A lot of cool graphics on there, plants, and I don't think there's any animals, but different kinds of leaves and palm fronds and different things. Absolutely love it. And then the watch, this is my Fossil, one of my two Fossil tank style watches, with the black face there and the date and all that good stuff. So black leather band, black face, stainless steel case, fun stuff for all you watch fans out there. So there it is. That's the shirt and the watch. Wearing black for Friday the 13th. I don't think I planned it, but maybe I did. I don't know. We'll just go with it. But let's dive into some trumpets here. We've got the first item up for bids. I'm going to get my fancy gloves on here so we don't get her all fingerprinty and stuff. Dun, 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 dun. My Mickey Mouse gloves. Getting a little, maybe, probably get another week out of them before I need to swap them out. But let's show you what we got here. First trumpet up for grabs. We've got a really classic style tweed case with leather appointments. You see the XO logo there. So this is a Jupiter XO series professional trumpet. The specific model on this guy is the 1604 S-R, and we'll talk about all of the designations for what those numbers and letters represent. But here it is. Beautiful professional grade trumpet, bright silver plating, simple engraving, just the XO logo there on the bell. So what have we here? We have a 462 large bore. So this is a great lead horn, for any kind of marching band or jazz band, or rock band, any kind of pop R&B kind of stuff as well. But also great for symphonic work as well. So just a big bore, big powerful horn. We've got a 4.8-inch yellow brass bell. We have a rose brass, which you can't tell because of the lead, the silver plating, but the lead pipe is rose brass, which gives you a warmer tone, warmth to the sound. Excuse me, I'm choking here. Monel pistons, really smooth action Monel pistons. We have a two-piece valve cluster. Very traditional with that. It also comes with two tuning slides, and is it a reverse? Yes, this is reverse lead on the tuning slide. So this is the what they call the angled or D-shaped slide there, but this is a very customizable horn. It also comes with a C-shaped slide, so you can swap those out. Basically, what you're changing with the differences in the slides is the resistance and the way the horn feels when you're playing it. You get that kind of feedback. We've got to put a bit more air through the horn. Mother of pearl key touches on the top there, and then first slide thumb hook, third slide ring, slide lock stop underneath, and dual water keys on the horn there. So that is all the primary features. This also comes with an amazingly cool accessory kit, so completely customizable for this horn. Got the little XO box there, and it comes with some heavyweight bottom valve caps to add more mass, to give you more powerful resonance. Same with the top finger buttons. You get solid metal finger buttons on there as well. An extra set of solid brass valve guides, and then a set of light action springs. So, like I said, completely customizable, fantastic, professional grade trumpet. You can do just about anything with this. Comes with the pouch for your extra slide there, polished cloths, all the little accessories, mouthpieces, all that good stuff. This horn is on special right now on our website at palinmusic.com, or give me a call at 417-882-7006, or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. So that's horn number one, the Jupiter XO series. This is the 1604 SR. S for silver, R for rose brass lead pipe. All those little numbers, bells, and whistles just make it all work. I'm going to set that guy aside. We're going to grab horn number two here. And Max, do you know what comes up next?
This little sheet says it's time for you to recommend some music.
Time for me to recommend some music. Yes, I will recommend some music. So we're using my phone today for the filming of the show, so I can't access it and show you the song and show you the playlist and all of that good stuff, but I can tell you about it. And this is kind of a sneak peek of the next segment after this. But the song I want to share with you today is called Flying Home. And it is the theme song of one of the greatest American musical artists of all time, the legendary Lionel Hampton, okay? For those of you who don't know who Lionel Hampton is, he is one of the great jazz pioneers. He is a vibraphone mallet player, so vibraphone, marimba, xylophone, all of those. One of the original members of the first racially integrated music ensembles, the Benny Goodman Trio and Quartet. Benny Goodman was certainly one of the first to have a mixed race band on stage at the time when, that was not, not something that happened in the world, and, the black artists and whatnot just did not get their due, and they had to, stay in different sleeping hotels. They had to, come in through the kitchen. They weren't allowed to really be seen interacting with the white musicians, and Benny Goodman broke that wall down by creating this trio and quartet with himself, Lionel Hampton on vibes, Gene Krupa on drums, Teddy Wilson on piano, and it was, just one of the greatest ensembles ever in the history of jazz music and popular music altogether. But Flying Home is the song. You've probably heard it before. You may not just recognize the tune, or you may recognize the tune but not know the name of it or the artist behind it. But Flying Home is the song, and it's a really powerful, energetic song. Lionel Hampton, like I said, on vibes, and we're going to talk more about him in a bit. But I'm going to add that song to the Wake Up with Greg playlist that I've created for you on Spotify, so you can check that out and give it a listen and see for yourselves the greatness that is Lionel Hampton. So that is my musical selection for the day. Like I said, we'll talk more about Lionel Hampton here in just a bit. But before we do that, we should probably get a sip of coffee because my throat's getting dry, and talk about another trumpet. What do you think, Max?
I think we should talk about another trumpet. Are you still drinking the Hawaiian blend?
Indeed I am. I am still drinking the Hawaiian blend. Keeps me going. I drink other coffee too, but this just seems to be my jam for now. I don't know if it'll change or if it'll just be a permanent part of my life. We'll see.
You know what got me depressed this morning?
I have no idea.
Well, we were driving in, there's a new 7 Brew that they're opening up, and they're giving away free drinks today, and I didn't know. And I didn't have
7 Brews giving away free drinks?
across the street from us.
Nobody tells us these things around here. We always miss out on the fun stuff. You know what we need to do after this? Let's go get some 7 Brew, and then we'll go down to Parlor Donuts and get some of those good. I think they're like cronuts. They're kind of like the really flaky croissant style donuts now that are really popular. But man, they are amazing. So maybe I'll share some on the show next week. Who knows? All right, next up, trumpet number 2. Let's take a look at that. Anybody out there in the chat land? I'm not seeing too many folks participating this morning. I know it's Friday the 13th, but I'd love to interact with you. Say hi, ask your questions, leave your comments. All right, while we're waiting for y'all to show up here, let's talk about trumpet number 2. This is a used trumpet. We got this on trade a while back. This is a fantastic, another large bore horn. This is the Yamaha Xeno, or Custom Xeno. This is the YTR 8345 GS. So what all do we get with the GS? So we have, excuse me, like I said, a 462 large bore, just like the previous model Jupiter, a 4 7/8 inch gold brass bell. So difference with, like we've said many times, the yellow brass versus the gold brass versus the rose brass. It's all based on the level of copper content in that brass alloy. And then, so the darker the color, the darker the sound, typically a bit more power behind it as well. This is a heavyweight horn. This also has a gold brass lead pipe. Everything else, yellow brass. Monel pistons with a 2-piece valve casing, just like the previous model. I did say Monel pistons on that, right? We've got the mother of pearl key touches on the top. This one happens to have, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think this has the, are those gold? I think so. I think this has got the gold trim on the top and bottom valve caps there. So just a little subtle accent there. They may have been darker gold at one point, but this is, like I said, this is a used horn, so may have lightened up a little bit over time. But fantastic horn, perfect playing condition. We've had this completely serviced and gone through by our shop, so it plays as if it were brand new. All new soft parts, all the felts and everything have been replaced to make it top notch. Comes in this double case. You've got plenty of room for 2 horns in here, or 1 horn and a whole bunch of accessories. But this is the Xeno, custom Xeno, YTR 8345 GS, G for gold brass, S for silver. A little bit of lint fuzz there. But this is a fantastic horn. Both of these horns are great for any advancing high school player, college player, or professional outside of that. These are all pro grade horns. So highly recommend them. Pick them up right now at palinmusic.com. This one's also on a very killer price on the website, palinmusic.com. Give me a call, 417-882-7006, or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. There's the engraving on the bell there. Again, no real fancy decorative engraving other than just the Xeno logo there. All right, so that is horn number 2. We got one more to share with you here after our next segment, which is...
You got to show us something cool.
Show you something cool. All right, well, I did give you a little sneak peek of that just a moment ago, but we'll dig a little deeper into it. We'll get the last horn up here, get the gloves off. So this is a fantastic book that I found, I don't know, a few years back. Flying Home is the name of the book, as well as the song that I recommended. Celebrating 100 years of good vibes. You get it, good vibes. He's a vibraphone player, right? So that makes sense. There's a quote on the back here. He said, "There was no better school in the world than the Lionel Hampton Orchestra. He taught me how to groove and how to laugh and how to hang and how to live like a man." That's a quote from Quincy Jones. Many artists made their way through the Lionel Hampton Orchestra and organization. Quincy Jones, Dinah Washington, Oscar Peterson, Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Benny Goodman, Gene Krupa. I mean, many others. Of course, I just said Quincy Jones as well. Lots of fantastic photos in this book. Let me just show you. So here you go, Lionel Hampton with Stevie Wonder right there. Let me show some of the early days pictures here. Well, moving, let's see, come on, here we go. They're all, all pictures of different artists that have played. There's the young Lionel Hampton there, dashing young man there, big smile. Many artists contributed to this book. We've got Wynton Marsalis giving the foreword in this book. Let's show some others here. I mean, every one of these pictures is of an artist that has played. I mean, there's Dizzy Gillespie, so on and so forth. This is a great archive of some amazing jazz photography and some of the legends in the industry. There's some artwork of Lionel playing the vibes there. Lionel, he's responsible for creating the International Jazz Festival, which is now known as the Lionel Hampton International Jazz Festival, one of the biggest festivals in the world celebrating jazz music and those that perform it. And he was also a huge proponent of music education, specifically jazz education. Here's a great shot of him with a young player, you know, passing on the legacy, the tradition, the knowledge to young players. And his schools are still going strong. This is a quote, actually, that Lionel Hampton said. "The Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival will continue to be one of the foremost and significant events of its kind in the world, built upon first-class jazz artistry, the love of and belief in jazz music and education, the support for teachers in the schools, and the enjoyment and satisfaction of the student participants. The festival continues to flourish with each passing year." So this is a musician you guys need to learn about. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Organic KOTD, thank you for your kind comments there, and thank you for watching the show. Dig into Lionel Hampton, guys. You will learn so much about the great American art form, jazz. You will learn about music education. You will learn about one of the icons and pioneers in the music world. So Lionel Hampton, I mean, that's it. He's just amazing. So check that out. That's my something cool for the day, my tribute to a legend in the industry. So
Very cool, Greg.
thanks, Max. I appreciate your support.
I think we're ready for that final instrument.
The final instrument. So I figured I'd finish this off with a fun Friday moment here. This is a great little horn. I would love for someone to take this one home today. It needs a new home, and it is great for any trumpet player of any level. I mean, it's technically a professional grade trumpet. First of all, let me show you the case here. It's a little bitty guy. All right, that's the case, traditional kind of tweed style case again. But look at this fun guy here, right? Look at that. What in the world is that? Well, that is the Phaeton Pocket Trumpet. So Phaeton is another fantastic brand of top grade trumpets. There's the Phaeton logo. I don't know if you can see it or read it very well, but that's the only engraving on the horn. And there's the Phaeton logo on the mouthpiece receiver as well. So for those of you not in the know, I mean, what the heck is a pocket trumpet? Well, a pocket trumpet is, in fact, a full-size standard B-flat trumpet. It has just been basically folded up upon itself to make it compact and portable. So you can see how the tubing is all, doubled over and twisted in different directions to make it fit into a very compact spot. But this still has all the professional features that you want. This is an all yellow brass horn. This is a 460 medium large bore. We've got a 4.8 inch hand hammered bell, a one-piece bell. And again, that's a full-size bell, guys. This isn't just a little pea shooter kind of deal. It has a reverse, I think it is a reverse lead. It says it was in the description, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure that it is actually reverse tuning slide there. But heavyweight top finger buttons there, and bottom and top valve caps as well. So it's got some heft to it, just like a standard trumpet would. Monel pistons, so supremely light, smooth action there. This, I believe, also has a two-piece valve casing. This one's got triple water keys because of the added bends and crooks in there. You need ways for that internal condensation to get out of the horn to keep your horns nice and clean looking on the inside and out. So what you are going to get with this, though, is because it's so twisted up upon itself, it will be probably significantly more resistant than what you'd be used to with a standard trumpet. So, you're going to get a little bit of that blowback feedback, but once you get that air moving through it, it's going to sound great, and it really is. And I think this is only like $800 on the website, guys. So, I mean, we got a professional grade pocket trumpet for like $800. Mention Wake Up with Greg, and you'll get an extra special deal on that as well. So, this is live on the website at palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006, or checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com, and you can have a sweet trumpet. This is a great horn for traveling. If you want to be able to take a horn on a trip and you don't want to have your full-size horn with you. Fits into any overhead compartment in an airplane. Most glove boxes in cars these days. I mean, cars are getting bigger and bigger, so the interior space in cars is bigger, so you can fit this pretty much anywhere. Or you can fit it, just in your pocket, because it's a pocket trumpet. So if you've got a big enough pocket anyway. Fantastic little horn, handmade, yellow brass, silver plated. Phaeton is the brand. The model number specifically, if you want to look it up, PH for Phaeton, TP for trumpet, 3030 is the model number, and that's the pocket trumpet from Phaeton. So comes in this, like I showed you, the really cool case. It has a full kit with mouthpiece, valve oil. You get this awesome little polish cloth there with the Phaeton logo on there. You get a little accessory pouch, lots of room in the case for mutes or other accessories and all that good stuff. So that is the final horn of the day. So check that out on the website or give me a call or check out Reverb. And yeah, you can have a new horn today. Mr. Gage is here. Someone needs to buy the pocket trumpet. It is a great horn. Yes, it is. Someone needs to. And this is, oh man, hey, we're coming into getting close to the holiday season. Great Christmas gift for any trumpet player. Depending upon the size of your stocking, a perfect stocking stuffer. A great back to school gift. Or, we're coming into step up season as well. So for us, that means, when we're transitioning kids from their student level horns to their intermediate and professional level horns. So great time to do any of that. So come and check it out. All right, that's the last horn of the day. What do we got left, Mr. Max?
Well, I know you've been spouting wisdom this whole show, but specifically, could you give us a little nugget?
A little nugget. All right, this comes from a classical artist. I've talked a lot about classical music this week, but this is from Joshua Bell. He's an American violinist and conductor. Currently, he's the music director for Academy of St. Martin in the Fields, which is a very, very upper crust educational facility, one of the most widely known schools in the world. This guy owns a Stradivarius. I can't remember which model of Stradivarius, but it was made in like 1713. He paid $4 million for it to have this violin. He's a prodigy. He performed at Carnegie Hall at age 17, made his debut there, was already playing with professional orchestras at 14. Just a powerhouse of a musician. And this is a great quote from him. And it's a long one, so bear with me. He says, "We live in a very chaotic world that sometimes it just seems like a mess. One of the reasons why we listen to music, and to great classical music in particular, is that everything is in an order and in a place and has a beauty that you see in nature, that you see and that people look for when they look for God." There you go. There's a lot to unpack there, but I'll give it to you one more time and you can just ruminate on that for a bit. We live in a very chaotic world that sometimes it just seems like a mess. And that is probably the truest statement on this altogether for our life and times today. One of the reasons why we listen to music, and to great classical music in particular, is that everything is in an order and in a place and has a beauty that you see in nature, that you see and that people look for when they look for God. So, powerful quote. Thank you, Joshua Bell, for that. Thank you guys for being here and watching the show. I believe Jordan will be back on Monday, but let's give Max a round of applause here for helping us out today. Good buddy and a great supporter of the show, and he's really a big help to us. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Greg.
All righty. Well, that's the show, guys. It's the weekend. Yes, let's go out and have a great weekend. We'll be back here Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on this Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel. So like, subscribe, share, do all of those things, and remember this: helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.